here. Uh, I don't even know where to start, so we will just start at the top. Thanks for joining us, Skyhawk, AfterDarkRadio.com. And you can find us each and every day over there at JiggyJaguar.com. And while I was trying to figure out this Zoom meeting, I was playing around with AI. Apparently, they have this thing now, this Google VI or something, that everybody and their brother loves, and oh my God, it's changing lives, and there's all these things that are happening, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I decided to put a prompt in on this thing, and it generated not anything close to what I put in the prompt. If you want to see that video, you could go to any of the various places that I am on social media and see that video. And yes, I'm the black guy, apparently, according to AI. The prompt that I put in is generate a video of Jiggy Jaguar accepting a Broadcaster of the Year award from Donald Trump. And so it put the Donald Trump in there. It gave the award. And then Jiggy Jaguar is a black guy.
Oh my God.
He's a very cute black guy. That's how rumors get started. But nonetheless, I am not a black guy. Now, as I always like to say, if I was a black guy, I would still be in a relationship that I was in 2004. But we won't get into that here. We are going to go to our guest. She is going to join us here on our big program. We bring in the fabulous ASN-nominated trans performer Harley Lockhart, which is kind of interesting because when I... What's so funny is when I met this individual at the at Exotica Chicago out there in Rosemont, Illinois, out there in April. For whatever reason, I like to give people nicknames. I don't know why that is. And I kept referring to Harley as Pinky the entire time that we were there. So much so that when they were trying to get her footage all organized, they had Harley Lockhart and they had Pinky. And they're like, who the fuck is Pinky? Or who the fuck is Harley? And I had to explain to them, it's the same person.
Yeah.
So, Harley, welcome to Fucking Around with Porn Stars. How are you, my friend?
I am doing great today, Jiggy. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. You are just a perv magnet. That's the only thing I can say. You just are quite the little perv magnet.
I mean, I do really like to satisfy pervs. That's the end goal.
I just don't even know what to say 99% of the time when I'm around you. So how in the world, I guess we'll start with the actual interview questions, and then we can get into my perv questions later.
Okay.
How in the world did you start doing all this stuff? What was the idea of, I got to be a porn star? What happened here?
Well, I really started doing this because I was already doing the same stuff that I am doing in all my content and in porn in my day-to-day life. I would spend probably at least 3 or 4 days a month, like every weekend. I would go to these like crazy orgies and like kink parties, and I would just fuck as many people as I could. And it got to the point where I was just doing things that I knew I needed to share with the rest of the world because I know it's hot and I want people to see all the crazy shit that I can do. And I'm an exhibitionist at heart. So porn really gives me an avenue to expand that exhibitionism to like the entire globe.
Wow, really? So this kink party, how in the world did you get involved with this kink party? Explain this whole kink party thing.
So I go to a group. They're called the Denver Freaks. They've been around for a few years now, probably like 4, coming up on 5 years. I was originally invited by one of my friends who knew that I was kind of like into kinky things, but had never been to like an event. Also, on top of that, my parents were actually founding members of one of the dungeons down here in Denver.
Oh, wow.
And so I had kind of an inside look on that world earlier on. I was allowed to know about that when I turned 18, and I was like, this is interesting. I'm not going to go to the same club as y'all, but I'm going to explore this. And when my friend finally invited me, I was like, I've got to go do this. It's a space where I can go and kind of explore and enjoy myself. And it just turned into an addiction. I'm gonna be real with you. I just couldn't stop. I just wanted to fuck more and more and more every fucking day.
God damn.
Weird things and crazier things, like sizing up what I could fit inside my ass, going from like toys to baseball bats to putting fists inside me. And it got to the point where I was just like, this is something I want to do with my life. I want to do this all the time.
This is what I want to do with my life. That is amazing.
I'm just a slut at heart.
That is just amazing. Okay, so we have got a great guest with us today. Harley Lockhart is with us. She joins us here on Fucking Around with Porn Stars, and each and every week we come to you on SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com and iHeartRadio, as well as 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, of all places. And Harley Lockhart is currently nominated as part of the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards. You can get more information at asnlifestylemagazineawards.com. She is nominated. I am amazed that you are. When did you get the notice that you were on this list? Because I am amazed that you got nominated because, and I hate to say this because this is going to sound horrible, I didn't even know you existed until Chicago.
I know. I didn't know that I was on the list till probably like right before I showed up to Chicago. And I was like, I don't even know how I got on this list. I don't know. I don't know who nominated me. I have absolutely no idea what they enjoyed so much, because if I knew that, I'd make more of it. Trust me.
If I knew, I'd make more of it, she says.
So I don't even know.
That is amazing.
My name popped up on this list. I was like, holy shit. Okay, I'm going to run with this as fast as I can. And so I came to Chicago, and that's how I met you.
That is awesome.
I needed to be there, and clearly it was meant to be.
We have got Harley Lockhart with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. So, okay, I want to go through this whole Harley Lockhart thing. How did you come up with this persona and this whole thing that you do?
So Harley Lockhart is really just a name for, it's just another name for this individual, like, body. The way that I am in my porn is how I am in my life. It is not like a curated, like, specific act. It's really just me being me, expressing myself. So Harley is the name I chose because I'm a big fan of, Harley, and I love pigtails. And Lockhart, I just kind of thought that was a sexy last name, so we went with it. But who I am, the kind of porn I make, is the kind of content or the kind of sex that I just have in my day-to-day life. The things that I do with just partners and different sexual endeavors would shock a lot of the internet. And I actually can't put up some of the things that I like to do. But this is really just who I am. Like, I came up with this over the last 5 years, figuring out who I am as a woman and like how I like to express myself. So everything you see is the real me.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our broadcast. Harley Lockhart is with us. She is part of the ASN Awards. You can get more information at asnlifestylemagazineawards.com. And she is also on all the various social media. How do we find you on social media?
So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter/X under Harley Lockhart X. And then you can find me on like OnlyFans with that one too. But you can find me on a lot of different sites. And then a bunch of different people that I've collabed with have posted videos of me all over the internet. So if you type in my name plus the word porn, you'll find me.
Harley Lockhart porn. That's how you find her. That is amazing. So Harley Lockhart with us today. She joins us here on our big broadcast, and you can find her on the Twitter machine, Harley Lockhart X, and she is with us today here on our big program. So Harley, what was your Exotica Chicago like? Talk to us a little bit about all this.
Well, I showed up a couple days early so I could kind of relax and get ready for everything.
Okay.
Very chill. I did a couple collabs before the events, and then decided to go on Friday. Had a fucking amazing time. Everybody there is so fucking hot, so many fucking wonderful people, and so nice. I really love the information that is available to different content creators. For anybody who's trying to get started in the industry, it's a great place to just go and figure things out and kind of network with different individuals. I had the pleasure of meeting one of Sex Work PR's members, or one of their photographers, Steph, and she let me know about y'all and said I should like contact y'all and come and shoot with you. And then I was approached by another one of your actresses, Nikki, and she was like, I want to shoot with you. And I knew she was also on the list for ASN Awards, and I was like, this is somebody I would probably want to shoot with. Let's go see what this is all about. And then I spent the next 2 days just shooting so much porn with you guys. I was like, fuck Exotica. Let's just fucking make all the porn. So
let's make all the porn
on Saturday. And then I did like 7 scenes on Sunday. I think 5 of those were with you guys. So it was a big weekend, full of fun, full of content, full of meeting new wonderful people who I'm just learning to love and like just interact with. It's just amazing time. I absolutely love the space. Excited to go to the next Exotica, coming up in New Jersey, I think.
New Jersey, of all places.
Yeah. I know, kind of a little weird, but I'm down. I'll go anywhere.
My very first trip to New Jersey was not the greatest in the world. The second and third were for Exoticas. So obviously I just needed to skip Jersey before I went to the porn convention. I need to just go to the porn conventions and be done with it. But Harley Lockhart is with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. So talk to me a little bit about the whole trans thing. When exactly did you decide, hey, I want to be trans, I want to go full bore, I want to do all that stuff? Talk to me a little bit about how all that came about for you.
So that would have been about around like 6.5 years ago or so. Kind of had like a mental breakdown.
Oh, okay.
And I was feeling all of these like emotions and this depression and anxiety, and I wasn't sure why, and I wanted to like get to the root of that. And it was based in the fact of me constantly doing what I thought other people wanted me to do so that they would like me.
Yeah.
And that was a terrible way to be. So I decided I'm going to stop doing what I think other people want. I'm going to do what I want and see how I feel. So I just started exploring with makeup. I just started having fun with it. And honestly, I was doing drag makeup long before I transitioned for
That's
probably
awesome.
like a year. I just went out in public dressed in like women's clothing with makeup, with wigs, and like just expressed myself. And it wasn't about showing up for anybody. It was about showing up for myself. And that kind of just like transitioned to a point where after a year of doing that makeup, I started realizing I was extremely sad when I had to take the makeup off. At the end of the night, after going out and having so much fun expressing who I was and who I wanted to be and feeling beautiful, I had to take that off and it had to go away. And I thought, that sucks so bad.
That sucks so bad.
I wanted to stay all the time. And so I like really thought about it, and I went to like therapy as well, and decided like, yeah, I feel like I'm definitely not feeling this body at all. So I came out to my friends first, and then to my family. And everybody was super supportive of me. It was really wonderful. I had a really great community around me. So my transition was pretty smooth. COVID hit like right when my transition happened. So nobody was going out anyway. So I basically, the first 2 years of my transition, everybody didn't really go out. And when they did go out, they were wearing masks. So I just kind of skirted right through my first 2 years of transition and went from like mask to feminine to in people's perception very quickly because they didn't see that transitional period during COVID. So I thought I was about the masks. I loved that. I was like, yeah, just give me a reason not to show my face for right now. Now I feel like I've gotten so much more confident with myself and I feel so much more feminine. And when I take the makeup off, the face doesn't go away anymore. And so it's beautiful. And it makes me so happy. And like a lot of my issues have been gone for a while. Depression, anxiety are not really a problem anymore.
Yeah.
And I love my life this way. I love who I am. I love expressing myself this way. It's who I was probably always supposed to be, but just told not to. So, yeah, one day you just wake up and say, fuck everybody. I'm not going to listen to them.
That's awesome. That is fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. Harley Lockhart is with us. You can find her on the Twitter machine at Harley Lockhart X. And it's Lockhart, not like I always used to type it in heart like the heart, like a heart.
Yeah, it's LOCK
and it's HART.
Yeah.
It's Lockhart, like Bret Hart, which is kind of funny because you do the whole pink thing. But but you're doing the Harley Quinn thing. You're not not doing Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah. But we're Harley Quinn adjacent because
there we go.
Yeah. She's her own thing.
So one of the things that you did at the Exotica out there in Chicago, or as we had to refer to it as Rosemont, Illinois, we were out there, the porn convention, because we didn't want to violate code of conduct. Although, well, we won't get into that here. But one of the things that you did that I thought was amazing is you developed, and I'm going to see if I can pull this up because it's on your Twitter feed. It is the coolest idea here. This thing, which was you had a QR code for people to basically scan with their phone and go vote.
Yeah.
talk to me about this, because this is such a cool idea.
Okay, so low key, I can't take any credit for this idea. This is straight up Darcy Dean. She's also in the industry. She's also nominated for Best Entertainer in the ASN Awards.
Okay.
And she made these. She, like, I don't even know how, but she basically generated the QR code that links, and it essentially, the QR code links you to a page that you can update what website you want it to go to. So right now, it'll go to the ASN. But right beforehand, when we first set them up, they were linking just to the front page. So we adjusted it and changed it so it went straight to voting. That way it's easier for people. But she just basically created it on her computer, made a sheet of it, printed it onto sticker paper, and then had them shipped to her by some company. And I'm like, that's amazing. That's genius. I fucking love you for doing this. I didn't even ask her to do this. She just did it for me, and I fucking love her. She is a saint and a killer fucking content creator. She's got that Mexican bro vibe that I just cannot fucking stand. It's so goddamn beautiful.
I just am amazed by the whole thing, because that was a genius deal.
I mean, I've been putting them up everywhere, handing them out on my trips. They're all over the place. So, I mean, it was logical. I mean, if I was gonna get nominated and I'm on this list, I might as well put in whatever effort I can to try and, get some votes, have people see me. Because that's really the end goal. I just want people to like see my content, my art. It's really art to me, because I don't even know if I do it for the sexual pleasure. It's more so just fun as fuck.
It's just fun as fuck.
It's like art. It's a different type of art, but it's good art.
That's awesome. We have got Harley Lockhart with us today. You can find her Harley Lockhart X. She is with us today here on our big broadcast. She is part of the ASN Awards for Best Trans Content Creator Performer. You can vote for her over there at the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards.com. And that is just amazing. She has got all sorts of different things happening and all sorts of things going on. So Harley, tell me a little bit about some of the different folks that you worked with out there in Chicago, because you created a lot of stuff.
Well, let's see. Oh my gosh. Two people I got to work with pretty closely and on a couple different scenes. Nikki Von Six, one of the other content creators that is up for the award this year. Me and her did a crazy fucking scene, using some large fucking dildos, just wrecking my ass. It was probably one of the funner scenes.
Wrecking my ass. There you go.
I mean, it was destroyed by the end of that. Let's just be real.
That's quite the deal.
So was my makeup. I really liked working with Steph. She was just amazing. Tall, blonde beauty. I love her. It was really wonderful interacting with, I believe, Lola Lovegood is how she's.
Yes, yeah. Good old Lola Booty Love.
Such a saint.
And
wonderful woman. Who else did I do some good work with? Oh, there's this wonderful guy, Mick Whittle. I really liked working with
good old Walker guy, as I always like to refer to him.
Well, I think that people with disabilities should be included in.
He's
porn.
Great. He's great.
They want to have sex too. Like
we've had all sorts of people that my attitude with this stuff is I will never turn a soul away. And I'll tell you, as I always like to tell people, that Walker is over like Rover. People love the fuck out of that thing. And I know that when I met that guy at the Rebel Rider 100 Man gangbang a few years ago, that guy was so over with his stupid fucking Walker. He just one of the things that he told me, he said, he at one point he got a hold of me and he's like, "Well, I'm having knee surgery and I'm not gonna need the walker anymore." And I said, "Oh, don't get rid of the walker. Never get rid of the walker. We need the walker because it's
No,
like
for real.
it's his gimmick now. He's got to have that damn walker."
I think it's important too because
So,
it shows that it advocates that porn should be an open space
well,
for
yeah,
all individuals,
yeah,
and it also shows other people who might think that they wouldn't be welcome in the industry that just because you're differently abled, you are not going to be rejected. You are able to
yes.
do well if it's what you really want to do. So yeah, really loved those scenes. I got a chance to work with Mistress Corabelle.
Yes.
She was fucking amazing. We did a crazy fun scene. I actually did some talking in that scene, and then she shoved her fist in my ass. It was divine. Um, did some work with this cute little pup, good boy pup.
Oh boy.
Park. He's a good boy. He got some good treats from that scene.
So something else that I want to get your thoughts on is I go down this I go down your Twitter feed and I see that there is something in here about what is this thing that happened with the baseball bat?
Oh, is that with somebody named Huntress Lynx?
It might be. It's a pink baseball bat, and apparently they really shoved this thing in your ass.
Yes. So right after Chicago, so like Exotica ended, I stayed in Chicago till the next Friday,
Okay.
on the 18th, and then I flew to Florida actually, and I was out there for 12 days with Huntress Lakes shooting more content, even more. I probably did another 10 or 12 videos out there with her as well, different short clips and long, like 20, 30, some 40-minute videos. And one of the scenes was her shoving a big pink baseball bat up my ass, and then her fist. And it's a skill, it's a talent, and I love showing it off. If I have an opportunity to shove a baseball bat in my ass in front of a crowd, I'm doing it. Like that's gonna happen, and I mean, it has to be a pink baseball bat, you know, because I'm all about the pink. But yeah, I can get up to about a 9-inch circumference in my ass. So like anything, anything you want. Pretty much, there's no human alive that won't fit inside me, and then yeah, I mean, hands. Some male hands are too big. Guys have pretty big hands, but I can fit any girl's hand inside me, and it'll just slide right in there. Under a minute and a half, we'll have that baby in there. But that's what I like to do. I do love big things inside me. So that baseball scene was fucking fun. Top tier shit.
Wow. That is amazing. We have got a great guest with us today. Harley Lockhart is with us. She is part of our program this week, fucking around with porn stars, and she is great. She is just all over the damn place, it seems. So what are some of the different things you have planned this summer? Because I know you're going to go to New Jersey in October, but
So let's see. In about, oh God, is it the first today? Yes, it is.
yes.
So I will be going to Vegas in 2 days. I've got 2 paid shoots out there and then a collab to do. So we're gonna have some fun. Then I'm gonna be flying to Seattle the weekend or the week after that for 3 days to do some more collabs with this couple. After that, let's see. I haven't planned anything for July quite yet, but I'd love to travel for more shoots then. I do have pretty much the entire month of August set up for another Florida trip. I'm going to be out there hopefully from like the 4th or the 5th of August until around the 26th or 27th. Going to be going to FetCon while I'm out there in Florida, and shooting a bunch of content with different domes and dominatrixes and different just dominant people, because I love to sub for a lot of freaky people. And then I'll be spending 2 weeks out in Florida just shooting content and having a fucking ball and having fun traveling and explore the beach and everything until ASN Awards happens in Orlando. And then I will drive over there and go to the ASN Awards. After August, we're going to be doing New Jersey, like you said, for Exotica. My birthday's in November, so I don't know what I'm doing in November.
When is your birthday in November?
November 8th.
Oh, okay. Damn it, because mine's the 17th. So,
here's the 17th.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, those are pretty close.
Well, I am in the process of trying to put something together for possibly Kansas City in November with a bunch of porn people. So it's interesting. So who knows what may happen with that. Harley Lockhart with us today. She joins us live here at 32 minutes past the hour. You are listening and watching Fucking Around with Porn Stars on Skyhawk, AfterDarkRadio.com, also iHeartRadio. And you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, Clout Hub, of course, TikTok, YouTube, all the different places. Oh, to Facebook every once in a while. When I have the proper file file format, Facebook will let me upload over there. But so Harley, what is some of your favorite things to film? What is the content that you really like to make?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if it was just for me, purely for me, I'm going straight towards some bondage and impact. I really love to incorporate pain into pleasure. I think that a lot of life has pain in it and pleasure. And finding a way to enjoy the uncomfortability of life is key to having like a happy life. So kink for me is also therapeutic, I suppose, but I would say hit me as hard as you fucking can. Like, chain me to a wall, leave me there. What else? I really, really love large toys, big insertions. I'm working on being able to do prolapse porn because I love watching prolapse porn. And I want to be able to do it. So we're going to get there. But that's one. That's probably one of my favorites. And we're working on that as we speak. We're this fucking close. Oh, God. Other than that, though, I do love a good face fuck. I do. I like getting throat fucked till, like, I'm going to throw up. Or until I do throw up. Whatever. Like, face fuck me. Like, actually face fuck me. Oh. And then I guess I haven't filmed any of this yet, but it is my favorite thing to do since I was going to all those kink parties. Gangbangs. I love getting fucked by a lot of people at the same time. Like, give me 5+ men at the same time. Let's go. I would love to beat my record one day, which is 15 guys in 4 hours. I would love to fuck like 20 guys in one scene. Let's do it. Like that's the goal. That's my kind of porn. That's what I really want to do.
Wow. That is so the gangbang stuff. What is the appeal behind the gangbang stuff? I've never understood what the appeal of that would be for the chick. I can see the guys. Oh yeah, they're all over the chick kind of thing.
So I have a degradation kink as well as like I like being a fuck doll. And a fuck doll gets passed around a room full of 20 men. You know what I mean? The act of being used by that many men at the same time just gives me pleasure. It allows me to go out of my body and just be there. I'm just a fucking hole. Well, a couple holes. For these men. I don't have to think. I don't have to fucking worry about anything. I can let go of the entire world around me and just like be completely stuffed full. Like no time to think. Your brain, you're just constantly overstimulated. So for me, I love that overstimulation. I crave overstimulation. So it's an extremely overstimulating environment that satisfies that primal urge to just be fucked by people because they think I'm hot. And if I got 20 guys fucking me at the same time, I'm probably pretty fucking hot.
That is amazing. That is fantastic. It is the incredible Harley Lockhart with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. And each and every week, you can find us over there at skyhawkafterdarkradio.com. Fucking around with porn stars. We have got a great one with us today. So Harley, what is the... You were talking earlier about this porn that you're so close to making. I have to... what the hell is this? Explain this, because when you were going... Yes. When you were doing that, I had no clue what the hell you were talking about.
Okay. Now this one's gonna maybe be a little much, okay? Fair warning. This is on the extreme side of pornography. So prolapsing is when essentially your ass comes out of itself. To explain that,
what in the goddamn hell is this?
Essentially, if you shove something inside somebody's ass and like yank it out really fast, it pulls the lining of their intestines out with it. Okay,
God,
so it
what a bunch of craziness.
So you can also loosen like the muscles around the anus, like enough.
Wow.
That they will no longer hold it in, so you're like all the way, so you're able to push it out of you. So there's like whole like crazy fucking porn stars like dedicated that do insane prolapses, and I'm just like, I don't know if I could do that, but I can make it come out of itself. It already does do that. Like I already do prolapse.
You're there.
Just not exactly like the porn stars do yet. Like I've seen the other porn stars. I know what they like, what it looks like, and I'm not quite there. I'm almost there in the sense that I'm almost got it to come out of itself all the way. And it makes basically what looks like a rosebud right on their ass.
Rosebud.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So
wow.
Now you've got new porn to look up. You can go check out this crazy fucking
I'm
thing.
gonna have to go look this up. I'm gonna have to look this up. Because I don't have a clue. But here's the deal. When we were in Chicago, we did these CNC scenes, whatever the hell these are. I didn't know any. I didn't know what any of this was.
No. Okay.
So
consensual non-consent. Yeah. I love consensual non-consent. I'm a believer. Yeah. And as somebody who has experienced it on both sides. Okay. So I've had non-consensual interactions. And then I am able to sort of heal, I guess, in a way, through being in control of a situation where I make my body feel like it's lost that control, but I still maintain it. So it's regaining the control over a situation like that to overcome adversity in certain ways. It's also just really fun to struggle, to fight back. I kind of like it when the girl, it looks like she's having a hard time, you know? It's kind of hot. Um, Obviously, I want to make sure that she's not actually having a hard time, though. So that's why the consensual non-consent, CNC, is a way for people to navigate that, where they can have a conversation about what's going to happen, what safe words are, because clearly no does not mean no in a situation.
Yes, clearly no does not mean no. I seen some of that stuff. I'm like, oh boy.
Having it set up so that there's people watching to make sure that the scene stays safe. Yeah. And that like consent, and if somebody does use a safe word, like their boundary is respected, everything stops and whatnot. Yeah. But it's a really, really fun tool to use for sexual arousal, as well as overcoming potential trauma that people have.
Absolutely amazing. It is Harley Lockhart. She's with us today. She's part of this Fucking Around with Porn Stars episode this week. She is up for an award nomination at the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards. Check out asnlifestylemagazineawards.com for more information. And she is fantastic. And so explain to me, if you're watching us on the on video, explain to us what your room setup is like there. You've got all sorts of things going on.
Okay, so I guess I can kind of show you all a little bit. Over this way, we have my shoe wall.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Good God.
That goes all the way up there.
Oh my God.
My shoes. And then this way, we have like my nice vanity.
Wow.
I painted those myself because I was like, I want pink and black furniture, but nobody sells sparkly pink black furniture for some reason. Clearly, I need to make it and sell it.
Well, really that's an idea.
It is. Really, my room is kind of set up and designed to match my aesthetic. The kind of clothes that I like to wear, the kind of color I like my hair. Most of everything I have is pink and black. I have more shoes than I could possibly need, but I love them and I wear them all the time. I guess I really set this room up with the intention of being able to stream in here, because I want to do live shows for people. I don't want to just do a video. I want people to be able to talk to me while I'm doing crazy shit to me. Like, because I feel like there's a certain level of like satisfaction that you could obtain from talking to me while I'm shoving a baseball bat in my ass, hearing me visual or verbally say maybe your name while I shove a baseball bat in my ass. Yeah, that's perfect. So like the room is supposed to be set up so that I can make it a space for streaming and having the most fun with all my online friends and all my online fans.
That is amazing.
It is storming like a motherfucker. Give me 2 seconds.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I will vamp, as they say in the radio industry. We have got Harley Lockhart with us today. She joins us here on Fucking Around with Porn Stars on SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com. And you can find us each and every week over there at JiggyJaguar.com as well. Our videos are also posted to BitChute, Rumble, Clout Hub. I finally have figured out the brand new Clout Hub, which is insane, because why did there need to be a new Clout Hub? But TikTok, YouTube, and every once in a while, we're over there on xbiz.tv. For whatever reason or another, xbiz.tv will not take the file size that we have. So God knows what in the world that is all about. But Harley Lockhart with us. She joins us this week here on our big program, and she is part of the ASN Awards, and she will be at the ASN Awards, which is awesome. So FetCon and the ASN Awards. Talk to us a little bit about. I've never been to FetCon. What the hell is FetCon like?
This is my first year.
Oh, this is your first year. Okay. Well.
Okay, so good introduction here. I didn't even start making fucking porn until the end of January this year. So I've been to like none of these events. All of the events
I've been to none of these events.
All of the events I've gone to this year, first time at all of those, and it'll be my first time at ASN. It'll be my first time at FetCon. I guess technically New Jersey will be my second Exotica, but my first time to New Jersey's Exotica. So I have no fucking idea what to expect, except I know from my friends explaining to me, it's basically just a bunch of people going and doing a bunch of fetish stuff. Latex, bondage, different kink, all sorts of things that, probably everything you can imagine. If it's a convention for fetish, there's going to be everything. So I'm really, really excited. I love latex. It looks so fucking good. I want to try latex. I just have not put the time into buying it and actually putting it on, because I don't like being covered in lube that much. Like a little lube's fine, but like my whole body is gonna be a lot. So sensory wise, I don't know if I'm gonna do latex at FetCon this year, but it is something I really want to try, and I think FetCon is gonna give me a place to learn more about it and really get to talk to different people who are involved in that, and give me good advice on what I should buy, what sizing I need, and all this sort of stuff. But FetCon is really going to be a time for me to just really let my inner demon out and do all the weird, freaky shit that, a lot of other people might judge me for, but I think is fucking amazing. I love the freaks of the world. If you're a freak, you're on my fucking team. You can be my friend.
That is amazing. If you are a freak, and you can be my friend.
ASN. Oh look. Oh wow. We just blurred the fuck out. I don't know. There we go.
It happens. It happens.
So with ASN, again, first year, I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna get into there. If it's up to me, I'm probably gonna spend most of my time shooting with y'all over at Sex Work PR. I'll just be shooting content all that weekend, and then I'll go to the award show and cheer for all of the wonderful bad bitches and bad boys, I guess. Yeah, that was like
I'll cheer for all the wonderful bad bitches.
All of the theys and thems, everyone.
All the theys and thems.
All the people.
I can understand, just talking with you earlier about your whole thing when you did the transition thing. Mm-hmm. I have always, the whole pronoun thing, I've gotten used to it over the years. Some of it some of it's a little odd. But the thing I just can't get into now is this and I don't even know what the hell it's called. The where you have to talk about the land acknowledgement stuff. Have you heard about this? I don't understand this.
I'm a bimbo. I don't
see.
I don't really.
You don't understand it either.
What do you mean, like?
Where like for instance, let me pull this up on the old. One of the things that I always have to do is go to the internet.
Because I do love to be educated. I like to be like informed.
Okay.
So if you can give me more information, and I'm happy to like give my opinion on the matter.
Oh, this is
know.
fun. Cause like I can see the whole they them stuff or he she and all that stuff. I get the pronoun stuff.
Yeah.
Even though Vince McMahon, whenever P used to say he hit him, he did that. He's like, who's he? Too many pronouns, pal. I can see the pronoun stuff. But okay, so land acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, it shows respect for indigenous peoples and their histories. It raises awareness about colonialism's ongoing efforts. It encourages viewers to reflect on their relationship with the land. So, like, for instance, if we were to do, at the beginning of this interview today, we would have acknowledged that this event and interview took place on the traditional and unceded territories of whatever indigenous nations of people. We honor their enduring connection to this land and recognize the ongoing impacts of colonialization. We encourage everyone to learn about the indigenous history of the land they reside on and to support indigenous communities. To me, that's a lot of words when you're doing an introduction.
So they want people to be doing like land acknowledgements.
Oh, that's like the new thing now. So like if you and I were to be introduced to each other at an event.
Okay.
I were to say, hello, I am Chigman Fraud. My pronouns are he and she, or whatever the pronouns are. Because honestly, according to Patrick Palmer, my pronouns are asshole and that asshole. But and then you would say, hello, I'm Harley Lockhart. My pronouns are, and then you would give me your pronouns. And then we would acknowledge the land we were standing on. and then we would have a conversation. So you're telling me that for the first 20 minutes of you and I meeting each other for the very first time, I could see the pronoun thing. Obviously, I see you. I would immediately go, you're a she or a her, all that. I would get the pronoun thing. But then we got to talk about where. So, like, I have to go look up. For instance, when we met each other in Rosemont, Illinois, in fact, just for shits and giggles, what is the land? This is a fun exercise. Land, that's what we do on this show. Land acknowledgement of Rosemont, Illinois.
Okay.
So you have to look this stuff up. See, this is the thing. In order for you and I, like if you and I were to meet each other for the very first time in Rosemont, Illinois, at the porn convention,
right? I
can see, like with you, your pronouns are your pronouns. My pronouns are my pronouns. We kind of have that. We've got that where we just toss that out there. But before I get to Rosemont, Illinois, I got to go look up the land acknowledgement of Rosemont, Illinois. So when you and I meet, I don't know if that will ever catch on. I can see the pronoun thing catching on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take much. Because you can be like, pronouns are she and her. Or whatever your pronouns are. And then my pronouns, of course, are asshole and that asshole. But that takes 2 seconds. But then I got to turn around and I got to talk about Rosemont, Illinois is apparently it is the traditional homeland of the Council of the Three Fires.
Okay.
And then they apparently apparently Chippewa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations as well as the Miami and Ho-Chunk, which is Winnebago. That can't be right. That can't be the camper people. And the other indigenous peoples who have called this region home. We honor their enduring stewardship of this land and recognize the ongoing impacts of colonization and forced removal. We encourage everyone to learn more about the history of these nations and to support indigenous communities. And then I got to turn around and say, hey, would you like to come film some porn?
Exactly.
I just don't know.
I see what the benefit, what they're trying to do there.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that to me because I got no clue.
So, I think that it is beneficial for people to have a better understanding of the land that we are on.
Okay.
The sacrifices that were made by the indigenous people, the land that is taken from them, and the continued on racism and derogatory and discriminatory policies that face natives in our country to this day. I think that's important to have that as something that is in our dialogue as human beings. It should be something that's talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do I think that we need to acknowledge it every time we meet?
And that's the thing.
Know everything about a land off the bat and have that in my arsenal? Not necessarily. Educated
there
about
you
these
go.
things. To have that be something that you require and not and even potentially look down on somebody for not knowing, that's not really the that shouldn't be the goal.
That shouldn't be the goal of this whole thing.
The goal should be to educate people so that they have a better understanding of these things and can support those indigenous groups. And also so that we can grow a population of people who maybe just accept everybody because we're all people.
Too. Getting back to the whole thing earlier with the Walker guy. You know, we just accept him into our group.
Right. So having those conversations, good. Making it mandatory that you do it every introduction, not necessarily.
That's a little much, I think.
Yeah. I think I love what they're trying to do with it, but I think there's a better way to.
Yes. There's definitely got to be a better way.
There's a better way to accomplish that.
There's a better way.
And that's just through different dialogue. Like right now, this is a great way to bring to let people be able to discuss it, have people bring different ideas, kind of get different opinions on what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, I have not heard of people wanting.
Oh yes. You should when we get done with this. You should look up if you get a chance. YouTube is a good place to look up Hollywood land acknowledgments. That's like a big thing with the Disney movies and shit now. When they go film, oh yeah, they have to do this. That's like a big. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I think yeah, if you're gonna be, there's certain places where if you have a big company and you're shooting on some sort of land and you're using maybe historically some other cultures stuff, do an acknowledgement of that culture, the people, the land in your movie.
However,
that's a great place to do that. It's a great place to do that.
Disney is
also a great place to do it in other aspects.
Well,
but
too.
Thinking that people have to do that kind of thing all the time, that's gonna create a problem in itself, and you're gonna get pushback. I don't know. You should have something that is reasonable, that allows people to learn and get that information easier and not feel like they're going to be judged just because they don't have it.
Well, and also
lead to more pushback.
Also, to be fair to Disney, they have a few Marvel movies where they've done the land acknowledgement things, but they've also thanked concentration camps in China as well.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell nobody. You can't really go with the two. It's kind of odd.
Between China and the USA, we just don't have ours here. So.
We have got Harley Lockhart with us today. We are having a lot of fun with the fantastic Harley Lockhart. She is fired up. She shot out of a cannon, literally and figuratively today. And she joins us here on our big program on Fucking Around with Porn Stars. She is quite the little porn perv magnet, I will have to say. Holy smokes. So you being a big perv out there in the Colorado area or wherever the hell, because you travel all over the goddamn place, it seems.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you are busy. Talk to me a little bit about the reaction that you get from folks when you go to these, like when you went to Exotica or when you went to, I'm assuming you went to ABN in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the reaction that people give you when they see you out at these things?
Do you mean normal people, or do you mean other
Oh,
content creators?
both. I don't give a shit. Both.
Okay.
We can do we can do the workers, or as they say, the boys in the back, or the average, the average people.
Oh, my general interaction with other content creators and porn stars and companies was really positive.
That's good.
Most people were surprised that I had not done porn when I went to AVN. They were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here to fucking explore."
I don't know what I'm doing, she says.
I don't even have an OnlyFans. I'm literally just here to ask y'all questions.
That is amazing.
But they're like people, and I got approached by different content creators.
Of course you did.
Doing my first collab out at AVN.
Fresh meat. I've seen that before.
Okay, the general public.
Yes. What does the general public think of you?
Constantly. And I love it. I can't go anywhere without being talked to by men, no matter what. It's just a constant thing. And I like it because I know that, like, if I really wanted to, I could really just, like, fuck them up. Because I'm actually, like, really strong and people don't recognize that. But the general public thinks so, like, I'm so hot. They just come up to me and they're, like, ogling over me and drooling. And I'm like, I fucking love you guys. Like, you know what you should do? You should follow my social media.
That's right. That's right.
If you like this, you should see me without the clothes. Here, I make porn, and I give them my info.
Pull out the QR code and have them vote, goddammit.
Exactly. So I would say my general interactions with people, extremely positive. I have yet to interact with, out in Denver here, on my trips, like, anybody who has been transphobic or mean to me. And I don't know if it's that they just can't tell that I'm trans anymore.
They can't tell. So they're like,
they probably can't. So they just don't know. And then they're so into me that they just change their whole perception. And that's my goal when I go out in public, is if I don't change somebody's perception of what they think about trans women, then I haven't done a good job. I should have interacted more with the public. Because there's definitely people who have misconceptions about transgender individuals, and I shatter every single one of them. It's kind of hard. Some people don't have the best reaction. Maybe 2% of the people I've ever interacted with have been not happy that they found out after they find out that I'm trans. But in general,
is it mostly guys?
No, yeah, exactly. No, it's like I only ever had 3 guys.
We all know what that is.
One guy got mad at
God
me.
damn it, I've got an erection.
Fuck the shit out of me at this fucking orgy. He was at this orgy. He came up to me.
There it is.
Over his bed. And then my little skirt pops up. Ooh, I have a dick. And he was like, wait. And he got
wait.
So, one person has gotten upset, and then 2 people have changed their minds. They've been like, oh, well, that's just not my thing, and I'm good. But everybody else is like, I've never thought about fucking a trans girl, but now I have.
Now I have.
I never wanted to fuck a trans girl, but now I do.
Now I have.
And
that is amazing.
Internal conflict, and it's good. It's a political statement in itself, just being me.
That is amazing.
Try.
Well, you are fantastic. I will have to say, I really enjoyed chatting with you every chance that I get. You are great. And there goes my green screen. Holy smokes, there goes the green screen, kids.
Oh no.
Apparently, we've been attacked. That's fine. We've been assassinated, or trying to be assassinated or something. I don't know. Well, Harley, before we let you go, because we've got all sorts of problems. I don't know what the hell is happening here, but things are happening here at the old Hooskow. So, Harley, before we let you go, how do we get in touch with you online, social media, websites, all these things? How do we get in touch with you, my friend?
Okay, so the best way is probably messaging me either on Twitter or just sending me a straight up email if you want. My Twitter, again, is Harley Lockhart. That's LOCKHARTX. And that is also my Instagram, and then my Facebook is just my name. My email is harleylockhart@gmail.com. If you need to book me, you just want to fucking request some content, if you just want to chat with me, fucking send me some messages. I'm about that shit. I really am. But don't waste my fucking time. You need to have like a fucking end goal there of something I can do for you. I don't like just having conversations with strangers for extended periods of time. That's for my friends. If you want something really specific from me, though, please message me, and I will do whatever I can to satisfy your needs.
That is amazing. Well, Harley, this has been fun. Really appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting. And I look forward to chatting with you soon, my friend.
Yes. It was lovely, Jiggy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes.
And I hope everybody else listening today has a wonderful day as well.
Thank you. Harley, I will talk to you soon. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it, my friend. There she goes. That is Harley Lockhart. She is joining us today here on our big broadcast. God knows what is going on behind me. I feel I'm going to be punching a wall later. So that is that. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of Fucking Around with Porn Stars, and we will inevitably see you next time.